Peace be with you all, students. Hope you and your family are good in health. May God keep you safe, healthy, and happy. In the last lectures, we have finished chapter number 4, chapter number 5, chapter number 6. Chapter number 4 was about algebraic expressions. Then chapter number 5 was about factorization and then algebraic manipulation. In all three chapters, we have learned about algebra, different types of polynomial we have solved. You have learned about constants, variables, terms, and so many other things, how to solve the algebraic expression as well. Today, you are going to learn about linear equation and inequality. I would explain you what is linear equation, and as well as I will explain you what is inequation. You just make me clear that my sound is clear. Is my voice clear? That's good. Yesterday you were some ambiguity regarding the sound, so that is why. Fine. Linear equation and inequality. And inequality. Today is Friday, 26. Let me share my book with you people. Student, linear equation, our topic is, and what you will learn here. After studying this unit, you will be able to recall linear equation in one variable. Then you will be able to solve linear equation with rational coefficients, which I will tell you. In this unit, we'll extend the study of previous learned skills to solve the equation with rational coefficient. I will tell you about the rational coefficients, which you have already studied in chapter number 2, and the equation involving radical and absolute value, which is not our topic today, but by tomorrow or in the next week, you will study about radical as well as absolute value. So before I take you ahead little, just look at the definition of the linear equation. Look carefully because I will explain you later. It's my dear, a linear equation in one unknown variable, and that unknown variable is x, is an equation of form ax plus b is equal to 0, where a and b belongs to rational numbers. And remember, very important thing, a will not be equal to 0. Once again, a linear equation in one unknown variable is x, is an equation of form ax plus b is equal to 0. A, b belongs to rational number and a is not equal to 0. Look at the board once again, my dear students. Ax plus b is equal to 0. This is linear equation. How could we say this is linear equation? Look at the value power of x. The power of x is 1. So due to this one power, we say it is linear equation. As earlier in previous chapter, I told you, even in chapter number 5, I told you, if it is having x raised highest power, if highest power x raised to the power 2, then we say it is called quadratic equation. If it is x raised to highest power is 3, then we say it is cubic equation. It could be equation, cubic equation or expression. Now let me make it clear to you why it is called expression. If it is like this, ax plus b, then it is simply called expression. And why these are called equations? Why these are called equation? If it is having ax plus b is equal to 0 or any number, then it is called equation. Now, so far it is equation because it is having what? Important thing, equality is there. So that is why it is called equation. And for inequality, suppose for inequality, remember for inequality, we could write it like this: ax plus b is not equal to 0. One form. Second form, ax plus b is less than 0, or ax plus b is greater than 0. These all show that these all show that these are inequality. I hope you got it. These symbols shows like it is not equal to, is less than, or greater than, shows that these are inequality. These symbols shows these are inequality. And only the symbol equality shows that it is called equation. I hope you got it. Okay, now I'm going to solve this equation. We need to find the value of unknown variable. This is x is unknown variable. Unknown variable. Let me solve this unknown variable. As you have learned in chapter number 2, explaining you. As you have learned in chapter number 2, I'm writing it again. Ax plus b is equal to 0. What to do? We'll take this. My dear, I'm trying my best. Nabil Khan, I'm trying my best. Now, is it clear? Please let me know. Nabil, please let me know, please. If it is clear, please let me know. Give me the indication. Okay, fine, beta. Thank you. Now, see, this is an equation. Why it is called ax plus b? It is having equality sign. Due to equality sign, it is called equation. One thing. And second thing, it is linear equation. As I told you, why it is called linear equation? As it is having highest power is 1. Highest power is 1. Due to this highest power 1, it is called linear equation. Hope you got it. Now, how can we find the value of this unknown variable, which is x, which may be y, which may be any variable, but so far usually in the book x lie. So what we will do, we'll write here the reciprocal of this one. What is the reciprocal? You are already familiar. What is the reciprocal or inverse of this one? We will write here adding minus b to both sides. Minus b to both sides. Adding minus b to both sides. So we'll add ax plus b and we'll add. See, I use the symbol of added symbol, this symbol plus symbol, and then adding what? Minus b to both sides. Similarly, 0 and add minus b here. Now we'll expand it from this sign. Plus and minus will become plus minus minus b is equal to plus minus will become 0. 0 plus minus will become minus b.
Minus B.
Yes, shabash beta. Ax will cancel and then you can write it ax is equal to minus b. Now the constant has moved to the other side. Constant has moved to the other side. Remember, one thing more is there, which is very important, I'm telling you, and that is, remember, here a could never be equal to 0. A could never be equal to 0. If it could be equal to 0, then this whole value will become 0, and this not remain as this value could not, this equation could not remain as linear equation. Hope you are getting it. Hope you are getting it. Now what to do? As a is multiplying by this x, a is multiplying by this x. So what we will do, we'll take a to the other side. We'll use the multiplicative inverse property. Here we have used additive property. Here we have used additive property. Now multiplicative property. We'll write here dividing. As it is already multiplying with x, so we'll write the opposite of it. And the opposite of it is dividing. Dividing a to both sides. So we'll write ax upon a. Similarly, on the other side, a. This will cancel with each other. This will cancel with each other. So now we have x is equal to minus b upon a. This is how we can find the value of unknown variable. If you got it, please let me know. If you got it, let me know. I will revise once again for you. I will revise once again for you. Yes, my dear. Once again, linear equation and inequality. See, so far we are not using inequality. We are using equal sign. So it is called equation. Ax plus b. This is linear equation. If the highest power is 1, we say linear equation. If there is equal to is lying. If square is the highest power, then we say quadratic equation. If it is like x cube, then we say quadratic equation. But expression, why we say expression? If there is no equality sign, simply if it is written in this form, we used to say it is called expression. Now we need to find this unknown variable value. We need to find the value of unknown variable, which is lying here in the equation. So we'll take this plus b, will shift to the other side. So we'll use the property. Which property? Additive property. We'll use additive property. Adding minus b to both sides, which I have done in this step, and taken it, shifted to the other side, cancelled here and shifted. Similarly, now here we have ax is equal to minus b. Now here we'll use the multiplicative property. Multiplicative property. So we'll write the opposite of. We cannot write the multiplicative, multiply a to both sides because it is already multiplying with x. So opposite, the other is dividing, dividing a to both sides. So in this way we have taken and we have shifted. So this is how we can find the value of unknown variable. Hope you got it. If there is any ambiguity, please ask. Otherwise, I'm going to erase this one. Yes. Okay, fine. That's good. That's pretty good. Now let me move to the, once again to the definition. Look at the definition once again, my dear. Look at the definition once again. The definition is here. What is the definition? Definition is here, my dear. A linear equation in one unknown variable. Hope you got it. What is unknown variable? X is unknown variable. I told you a and b are the rational numbers. These could be the real numbers or rational numbers, and a is not equal to 0. A solution to a linear equation is an replacement or substitution. हम replace भी करेंगे, substitute भी करेंगे, having the same meaning for the variable x that makes the statement true. और फिर इस statement को हम true कर देंगे. Then we'll make the statement true. Then we'll make the statement true. The two linear equations are said to be equivalent. So I'm solving its one example question, and the remaining 1 to 10 are similar. So you will do by your own. So this is example question. Example number 1. I prefer to choose because usually question may set. The question may set from the example as well. So solve the equation. Solve the equation. I may write like this equation. This is the short form of equation. It is 3x over 2 minus x minus 2 over 3 is equal to 25 by 6. Remember, it is having equality sign there. It is having equality sign there. So due to this equality sign, we'll say it is equation. One thing, will not use the equality sign in the beginning. Why? Because already equality sign is here. So we'll not use the equality sign. Then, okay. Then see this equation is in the rational number. See 3 upon 2, x minus 2 over 3, 3x over 2, 25 over 6. So what we will do, the first step, we have to bring this value into the linear order, linear form. So for this purpose, student, what we will do, we will take the LCM of all these three fractions terms. I mean तीनों terms के LCM ले लेंगे. So we'll write here multiplying. What is the LCM? 2, 3, 6. I'm writing it for you. 2, 3, 6. Taking the LCM to 1 time, 3 and 3. And similarly 1, 1 and 1. 2, 3 times is 6. So 6 is the LCM. This is just for you people. Otherwise I could do it directly. Remember, when 2, 3 and 6 is there, 6, 2 come, 2, when we say 2 3s are 6, it would come 3 2s are 6, it will come. So 6 is the LCM. So you will write, since these are two sides, one side is here, the other side is there, you will write multiplying 6 to both sides. How we can do this one now? Multiplying 6 to both sides, 3x upon 2 into 6, or you can write it in the bracket as well. Similarly here, 6 you can write here, x minus 2 over 3 and is equal to 25 over 6, and 6 is here. Hope you are getting it. Now 2 3 times 6, 3 2 times 6, and 6 1 times 6. So now you have what? You'll multiply this value with this one. 3 3 times 9x minus 3 first with x minus 2 into x minus 2x minus and minus will become plus. 2 2 times 4 is equal to 25. Hope you are getting it, my dear. Hope you are getting it. Right. Now what we'll do, as you can see that these are similar terms. These are similar terms. For these similar terms, what you will do, you will subtract it. 9x minus 2x will get 7x plus 4, 25. And then you can shift this value, as you know that which property we will use? Additive property. Hope you are getting it, my dear. Additive property. So we'll write adding minus 4 to both sides. Please do not get confused. Even we can write it like this, or we can write the statement like this: subtracting 4 to both sides. Both statements are 100% correct. See what I've used, adding minus 4. Here I said adding minus 4. Here I have directly written subtracting 4 to both sides. So what we will do here, we'll write it like this: 7x plus 4 minus 4 is equal to 25 minus 4. Hope you got it. Now after subtracting, we'll get 7x is equal to 24 out of this 21. Now see, this is linear. This is now came in the standard form. Earlier it was here, it was in the standard form. Why I'm saying it is standard form? Standard form because you have already learned that equation, when we write equation like this: ax When we write equation ax plus b is equal to 0, it means this is the standard form. So even if you are shifting it to this side, ax is equal to b, this is also, you can say, so here it is like this. So what we will do here, my dear students, again, what we will do, we'll take dividing 7 to both sides. So 7x is equal to upon 7, 21 over 7 cancelled. X is equal to 7 one times and 3 times. 3 is there. So the value of unknown variable in hand is x is equal to 3. Hope you got it. Hope you got it. Now we can check it. How we can check it? We can replace the value, replacing x unknown variable value in original, this one, in original equation. Okay, you can simply write replacing x, or you can write substituting, even as I told you, substituting x is equal to 3 in this equation. You can put in this equation. Okay, how we can do further, you know that we need to replace x. So 3 into, instead of x, what we will write its value, which is 3. Similarly 2 minus 3 minus 2 upon 3 is equal to 25 upon 6. Now 3 times what comes? 9 upon 2, minus 3 minus 2 will become minus 5 upon 3 is equal to 25. You can take the LCM here. LCM is 6, 9, 2 3s are 3, 9s are 27, minus 3 2s are 2, 5 times 10, 3 2s are 3 2s times here, 3 2s are 6, 2 5s are 10. Actually what to do, see this value, we need to change the sign here. If we are changing the sign here, I have just one step I have skipped. So we can write it like this, minus 1. It could be minus 1. 1 upon 3. So 3 2s are 6, and 2 1 times 2. So we will get what we will get. We will get again remaining 27 minus 2, 25 over 6, and similarly 25 over 6. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is just the checking of this one. You can even write this is checking. I hope you got it, my dear. I hope. I just want to know, then otherwise I will revise for you people. Let me know, please. Let me know, please. Hurry up, please, hurry up.
Sir?
Yes, my dear.
Sir, we have to check in every question.
Yes, you need to check in every question. You need to check it in every question. Hope you are getting it. Yes, I'm reading you. Students, I'm reading your reactions and your chat box. I'm also reading the chat box. Okay, okay. I hope you got it. Now, I'm taking you to the first question of to the book as well. Now, wait a little, and I'm taking you again to the book. Look at the book, please. See, my dear. Seven point one. Sorry for this inconvenience. Wait for a while, my dear. Yes, I got it. This is the first page. Sum number 1 to sum number 10. Sum number 1, its all part are similar. Sum number 1, solve the equation. In all these equations, the same method you will apply. In all these equations, you will apply the same method.
Excuse me, sir.
G teacher.
Sir,
It's
Victor is here now.
12-9 so far. 12-9 is there. Okay. Okay, students, sum number sum number 1, it's all part 1 to 10 you can solve. Okay. Please let me know. Sum number 1, 1 to 10. 1 to 10 you can solve all the sums. Okay. And remember, I told you many times that as soon as the school will reopen, whenever, remember, whenever it may be in the next month or the most next month, probably whenever the government take the decision regarding the school reopening. Remember, this is just a reminder for you. Probably those who, some of you could think that school may take the longer time, but it could be as soon as the government take reaction, then the school will reopen. And the first thing I told you, the first thing I will take your copies and will check definitely. Meanwhile, the homework is to solve sum number 1. It's all parts. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Let me just.
Thank you, teacher.